I'm Jordan from Gear4music and we're at the Montreux Jazz Festival. The Montreux Jazz Festival first started in 1969 and was held for 3 days at the Montreux Casino. If you were lucky enough to attend the festival back then, you would have been able to see the likes of Charles Lloyd, Ella Fitzgerald and Nina Simone. Clearly, the festival was focused on jazz. If you look at the festival lineup today, it's much more diverse and it lasts for 2 weeks instead of 3 days. This year, we had the amazing opportunity to go along and we got to see the likes of Lil Nas X, Lionel Richie and Gale. Other artists featured this year were Sam Smith, Joe Bonamassa, Iggy Pop, Ava Max, Wet Leg, and so many more. The Montreux Jazz Festival welcomes around 250,000 fans from all over the world. It's the second largest jazz festival in the world, and the festival has a number of free stages that anyone can go to, as well as 2 main stages which are paid entry only. The festival is steeped in history. 2023 is the 57th year that the festival has run, so you can imagine how many influential and iconic artists have performed at this festival over the years. In the 1970s, the festival started to branch out of the jazz artist and started to introduce more popular music genres such as blues and rock, featuring artists like Van Morrison, B.B. King, Carlos Santana, Marvin Gaye, and James Brown, and also just so many more. One thing all guitarists can relate to is that riff right here. It's most likely the first riff that you ever learned on guitar. Well, Deep Purple were recording this song when they were in the studio in Montreux, and they actually watched the Montreux Casino burn to the ground as someone set off a flare at a Frank Zappa concert that was being held in the casino. As it burnt down, the smoke started to flow across the lake, and that's pretty much why it's called Smoke on the Water, and the lyrics in the song actually refer to this happening. The lyrics go, "Frank Zappa and the Mothers were at the best place around, but some stupid with a flare gun burned the place to the ground." One brand that we all know and love and has a huge history just as vast and iconic as the Jazz Festival itself is Shure Microphones. Shure is a main technical partner of the festival and has been since the early 90s. This basically means that all of the microphones, wireless systems and in-ear monitors at the festival is provided by Shure. When I was at one of the stages known as the Memphis inside the Lake House, the drum kit was absolutely covered with high quality Shure mics, such as the KSM44, KSM137, the SM series and the Beta series of mics. And let me tell you, the drum kit in that venue sounded absolutely incredible. It was so natural and clear. While at the festival, we had the amazing opportunity to go backstage and see the backline area that was stacked with drums, guitars, basses and amps, all for which the acts who are performing there can use whenever they need to. We also had a chat with Michael Wolf, who was the Shure's technical manager for the festival. Michael has been at the festival with Shure for over 20 years, and we spoke to him about the festival and how he got started and how looking after wireless systems at a music festival can be quite difficult. So if you want to hear more about that, just head over to that video. The wireless systems used at the festival is called Axient Digital. Now, unfortunately, you and I can't actually buy Axient Digital as it's Shure's Pro top-end wireless system. However, if you buy any wireless system from Shure, such as the new GLX-D Plus, you are guaranteed to have the same high quality and reliable system because it's built from that Axient Digital DNA that the pros use. Now, it's called a jazz festival, but even if you don't like jazz or have never listened to jazz before, I can promise you from first-hand experience that there is still something here for you. The stages at the festival offer everything from rock, dance, rap, jam sessions and DJs that go on until 5 AM. The history of this festival and the vibe that it gives off is unlike anything else I've ever experienced before. The Montreux Jazz Festival is for people who love music, and not only that, but the scenery is absolutely insane. I don't think there's another festival in the world that looks this good. Big thanks to Shure for involving us in this year's festival, and if you want to learn more about the festival from someone who has been coming for the past 25 years, then click the video right here to see what it's all about. Thanks, bye!